All right. So, what we're working on today is we are looking at our first racing drone build. Now, what this is a eBay salvage job, and this is an old Eachine build. It's a 180 frame, and it came with a couple flight controllers and an ESC. One of the ESCs popped on me, and the flight controller and I had a disagreement when the antenna slipped and popped that. So now we're rocking an unknown ESC, and we have this complete. It's a completely unmarked ESC. I can't figure out for nothing what it is. Pretty sure it's like a 40 amp. It's very similar to an old school that FP. There's a FPV Crater ESC. It was a 55 amp or something like that. This one looks identical to it, unmarked in every way, but it's missing a few components. But anyways, so where we're at now is we have the ESC welded up with, or soldered up with these very ugly solder jobs, and we have the flight controller, and that is programmed, and we can actually turn that on. Plug that in here. Let's see if this little get up works. That part worked. What about this? Oh, and that worked too. Wonderful. All right, so we'll go ahead and go in here. Let's see. And as you can see, we have our gyro is registering properly. And I hooked the receiver up the other day. But it wasn't registering. That might have something to do with the fact that I have no antenna on it. So once we get that in, we can go ahead and test that out. And then we'll get the visuals hooked up. And once we can get some goggles or some sort of display, then we can get going. But it's been an interesting build so far. We had it going with some. They were 2204, 2150, I think is what they were for the motors. And they wanted 5-inch props, which were way too big for this frame. So we got these on here, and these are 2205s, 2300 kV. And we're going to put some little bitty 4-inch props on there, maybe some 3.5s. And I think that'll do nicely. Should have this going up and going real soon. Not going to be anything too crazy. Get going. I don't really know much about this. I'm just now getting into it as far as the FPV version of it. I've been flying drones for about 8 years now. And I started out with a Phantom, and then I went over to a Solo, which was a horrible decision. And ever since that, kind of stayed away. I got a long-range cinematic drone that was meant for carrying a big old camera, but unfortunately that never went anywhere. But if we can get this one going, then I'm gonna start working on that one again. One of the problems I've had so far is this visual board's probably burnt out. The visual transmitter, I probably burnt that out because I had it connected without an antenna on, but I have not made that mistake again. Don't know if it matters anymore. Had to repin this ESC, the flight controller cable. I had to repin that. Nothing matched up. Couldn't find a wiring diagram anywhere. That was a fun project. But we'll go ahead and this motor was in there and that popped out. It doesn't rotate smoothly anymore. There is mine back. Oh, not that way. All right. So what we're rocking here is a Race Day Quad Series 1300 4S. Okay, that's cool. And we're gonna go ahead and grab our smoke stopper. Let's go ahead and grab that. The battery plugged in, battery's plugged in. On the 1 amp first. Alright. So that's all good to go there. One thing I haven't tried yet is if it'll let me run these. Probably not. Oh shit. That's cool. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Super quiet. Super quiet. I like it. Oh yeah. Oh, a little bit worried about this one over here. Where is it? That's this one. That one bent, printed off center. I don't know. Stop watching the camera, maybe. Yeah, that'll work out. But we're just gonna sit here and let these run a little bit. I want to test a theory. It's a little bit higher RPM. Motor rotation seems to be good. Nothing's getting warm. It's tingly. Oh, went too high. Alright, pop that. Pull that off. So that's good to know. That is some torque, man. Oh. I kind of had trouble going, didn't it? No warm. Nothing's too hot. You know, just for giggles, the last time I tested this, my controller was almost dead. Or my transmitter. Sorry. New terminology and everything. Alright. Breaking stuff. So, as you can see, the transmitter, the receiver has bound. But, nothing. Maybe, perhaps. See, there's the problem. I never programmed the arm. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. I wonder if I can remember how to do that. What is it? You go configuration. Oh man, where do I find that? I always get this messed up. It is not registering the receiver in any way. I'm on S-Bus. I'm on UART. Still nothing. I might have to struggle with this for a bit. Well, it registered some. Well, no, that's all that did. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need that antenna. It's not gonna. Doesn't matter how close I am, I guess. Uh, It's registering as bound. That's crazy. Well, oh, I know what it is. I know, I know, I know. I think. Man, we're playing with this thing right now. Well, I was hoping to get these motors running with the transmitter today. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, we are on Model 2. Still bound. Okay. Just not registering anything from the controller. All right, well, that's not working out. I'm gonna have to do some research to figure out what I am doing wrong. All right, let's. All right, well, I have become a boring streamer because I am completely confused and don't know where to go from here. I do not want to bore you with hours upon hours of reading through web pages. So good people, will be logging off while I go figure this out. And then we will pick up once that problem is identified. So thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of information. And I guess stay tuned and we'll see you next time for more. Maybe we'll get the thing flying. But thanks for coming and catch you next time.